Hello, my name is Arlo and this is Elemental Idea. Okay, Doom Part 3 or Doom Messiah. Obviously, the second movie, the Part 2, ends basically in a cliffhanger. It doesn't feel like cliffhanger, but it's kinda it is. The movie fully ends, right? But at the end, there is a little part that says like, okay, the great houses are not accepting your leadership. You're becoming your ascendancy. You're becoming an emperor. So what should we do? And Paul said, lead them to paradise, meaning go to war with everybody. And the end of the movie ends like every single Freeman going into the war with the houses. Right? But that's how the movie ends. So you assume there will be a movie that is a war between the houses. In the books, the next book's called Doom Messiah is not a fighting book. There is not too much fight. It's more about intrigue and it's more about succession and betrayal and this kind of stuff. So it's not a book. There is not much action scene, but the director of Dune says that he already have the script, meaning he probably is grabbing from other books to make Dune 3 or he changing stuff. And this is pretty good. Every single change he does in Doom Part 1 and Doom Part 2 has been really good, has helped the story moving along. Like, let's keep in mind, everybody says that Doom wasn't supposed to be a movie, and it was like never would be a movie because it's too dense. But this goes to show that you only need the right person for the job, the person who loves the material and who see what we need to change to keep going in this direction, right? And the direction is actually adapting the material for movie format. And the way he does it has been really good. It's a ground way to do it. Like every feels like really normal. He's taking a lot of fantasy of the book and make it like more realistic, and that makes these movies so good. So basically, the next book is more like Game of Thrones because it's a lot of backstabbing, it's a lot of intrigue. So what they need to do is add some action, right? So what I'm thinking about it is he's just gonna show like a main battle right now uh, before the actual content of the books in the movie. So what he's do is start the Doom Part 2 star ends with a battle, right? They're going into a battle. So I'm guessing he's gonna show you this battle, right? And then he's gonna show you the political intrigue, and then he's gonna end it with a big battle too. Probably it's not gonna be a canon. The way it goes is basically Paul had sons and his sister have like the biggest role in the next books. But I think the adapting that material is gonna be a little trickier than just the first two. But there is an issue here. The books steadily but firmly gets weirder, right? You start with this is something you can understand. People that is oppressed, a messiah who came to save them, to a guy who becomes a worm, right? So I don't want to spoil the books for you, but that's how it's going in the books. So it gets weird. The books are like really psychedelic, and if you I read this a long time ago, so I don't know exactly where it says I don't remember exactly, right, all the steps to the way, but I do know I read this when I was like 12 that it gets weird. So from the movie standpoint, right, this guy has proved himself and to us that is the right guy to do this. He says he's gonna do Doom Part 3, and I hope he's keeping with the parts. I don't go because everybody's like going with Doom Messiah, but I think part 3 is gonna be better, just to keep with the plus. It's gonna good look in a steel box, Doom part 1, part 2, part 3, and that one is something that you can actually wanna see, or wanna get when it's actually done. But the director is really good, so let's see how he adapt the material. And if you have any idea, you can leave it in the comments, and I will reply to you with my own ideas about that. I don't know what else to say. But if you enjoy what you see here, click here for more videos, or subscribe, and see you. This was Arlo, and this was Elemental Idea.